Could I get a ruling on that objection though, ma'am?
It's denied.
Thank you.
I'm not going to get into your attorney-client privilege, but I need to know if he's ever seen the police report.
I didn't object to it.
All right, then maybe I misheard. Is that federal court?
No, it's
Then you will
not
be in
federal
here.
court.
You will be here.
And with regard to your earlier statement about him making a decision about how to plead, he
Not how to plead, how to proceed.
Well,
Right out of the gate, we're seeing confusion over procedure and terminology, and in a courtroom, precision matters. When a judge asks about how a defendant will proceed, it affects constitutional rights, strategy, and timing. If the defense appears unclear or unprepared, it immediately raises a red flag.
make the objection that the filing of the motion to revoke by the present district attorney's office is a manifestation of the very conflict of interest that causes the assistant attorney generals to be here. And so I object to that as a product of a conflict of interest because Mr. Gonzalez had represented Mr. Senor previous to that and ought not to have been the one to file this motion to revoke.
All right, well, the part of the motion that was filed afterwards, which is the supplemental, the Attorney General is waiving that. Is that correct?
That's correct. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to proceed.
But the first, oh, pardon my knees.
Mm-hmm.
But the first motion was filed by the same conflicted district attorney.
Mm-hmm.
And for that reason, I object to that proceeding on that conflict of interest action.
All right.
May we proceed, Your Honor?
Yes.
Would like to respond?
No, you may proceed.
The state calls our first witness, Officer.
Just one moment before you call your witness. Mr. Senior, I'm going to read the violations. I need to know if they're true or not true. Do you understand?
Yes. Could I get a ruling on that objection though, ma'am?
It's denied.
Thank you.
Violated condition number 1. On or about the 13th day of February 2021 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Samudio Charlie Sr., committed the offense of driving while intoxicated in violation of condition number 1. How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Not true.
All right, defense?
Yes, if you'll give me a moment.
All right, we're going to go off the record. Can you please, Ms. Ferguson, if you can mute us and stop video? All right, Mr. Senior,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to place you under oath. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me,
All
ma'am.
right.
He has a right to remain silent. If I could understand the nature of the inquiry, I'd be able to properly advise him in that.
Yes, I want to know if this is the first time he's seen police reports. This hearing was originally scheduled on September 13th. We were called back today for a contested hearing. I want to know if this is the first time that Mr. Senior is seeing the police report for something that he's charged with. He's on probation for continuous violence against family. He's looking at potentially going to prison. I haven't, of course, made a ruling on whether or not I'm finding any of it true, but he's looking at up to 5 years in prison. The court's concern is that the new number ones in this case is a driving while intoxicated. The officer who's testifying is the witness related to the driving while intoxicated case. I want to know if this is the first time that Mr. Senior has seen a police report about this case, because it is the court's opinion, rightly or wrongly, that in order for somebody to knowingly and intelligently make a decision on whether or not they're pleading true or not true to something, they would have to have reviewed the police report. And I'm being told by Mr. Senior that he's never seen the police report. So I want to know if he has ever seen the police report. I'm not going to get into your attorney-client privilege, but I need to know if he's ever seen the police report.
So he already told you he hasn't, not under oath. I can reaffirm to you that I haven't gone through the report with him. I have talked to him about this fact situation. What I'm doing now that you see me sharing with him is in response to the officer's testimony that I'm asking him some things about it prior to me cross-examining the officer.
State,
Yes,
are you able to come back on Monday?
yes, I can.
All right, officers, are you able to be back here on Monday?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, it's the court's concern that I think that there should be a fair playing field for both the state and the defense. And I want Mr. Senior to have had a chance to review the police reports because, Mr. Senior, this is your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And I want you to have a chance to review that so you can make a decision, an informed decision on how you wish to proceed. So we're going to recall this for Monday.
Excuse me, ma'am. I am in federal court Monday morning. And with regard to your earlier statement about him making a decision about how to plead,
Not how to plead, how to proceed.
Well, no, but earlier than that, you specifically stated
We're coming back on Monday.
his decision to plead true or not true. He has a constitutional right derived from statute to plead not true and place the state to their burden of proof.
But doesn't he also have a right to have read the police reports and reviewed the police reports so he can make a decision on how he wants to proceed on his own case? And what I'm being informed of, and maybe it's not being truthful to me, I don't know. But what I'm being informed of is he has not seen the police reports in this case. Now, if he's seen the police reports prior to today, then let me know and we will continue with this hearing.
It has been discussed with him and he has not actually seen them. It's been discussed with him. And what I'm doing now that caused you to make the inquiry is in response to the officer's testimony prior to my cross-examination of the officer. I'm questioning him about some things in the officer's testimony and the report. And I have to be in federal court Monday morning.
Any day you would like this next week, we can make it good. Just
Thank you. All right, so this is what's going to end up happening. This case is going to be recalled. We are not leaving here until, Mr. Senior, you get a chance to review all of the police reports. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any other police report that's related to any witnesses that you all planning on calling other than the police report that has been tendered to Mr. Goki? And for the record, so it can be clear, the court understands that Mr. Goki already has had those police reports, but is there anything else that is coming in by way of evidence or anything else that any of your witnesses will testify to that is in writing?
No, Judge, the report that Officer Muro had, which I believe is the same copy the defense has, includes all the documents that our witnesses will be referring to as far as police reports go.
All right.
I should represent to the court that I've already stated, I have full discovery on this. It happens to be in my Google Drive, which I had trouble accessing from this location, which is why I asked for them in print. I have, as I told you, what I'm doing here that caused you to believe he had never discussed this fact situation with me. It's something entirely different. And asked to be in federal court Monday morning. And what time is it? Yeah, we can be ready to proceed. I think he will tell you if I can finish asking him about the officer's testimony from my notes.
No, but here's the problem. The court does not feel comfortable with us proceeding when I've just been informed that he has not seen the police reports. So we're recalling this for next week.
What day, ma'am?
And Ms. Ferguson, what day do we have next week to hear this? Mr. Goki is saying he's in
I'm in federal
federal
court,
court on Monday.
and it's, let me get my calendar back up and I'll give you the,
And then, Mr. Fuller, hopefully you'll be able to appear in person since Mr. Goki is objecting to your appearing by Zoom.
I did not object to it, ma'am. Mr. Fuller's. What my statement was, there is, as Brent Coffey is an assistant attorney general, he is present in the courtroom. And what I said was I didn't object to it, sufficient for my purposes. I didn't object to it.
All right, then maybe I misheard. Mr. Fuller?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll be there next week.
Thank you so much.
And the federal case in question is the United States versus Mario Guetta. Yeah, I'm unable to see the cause number here, but it is.
I don't need the cause number. We're not going to be here on Monday. We're trying to figure out another day in the week for you to be here.
Please.
Will you be available on Tuesday?
Yes, ma'am.
I am in Lee County Tuesday morning.
Is that federal court?
No, it's
Then you will
not
be in
federal
here.
court.
You will be here.
I'm in Lee
Officer, are you
County
able to be
then, and
here?
I am actually ready to proceed now, but it's been a long, laborious task to get a setting in Lee County, which they did especially for me.
Yeah.
And I can't abrogate that, but I can be here on
We're going to be here on
Wednesday,
Tuesday.
ma'am. If I can come in Wednesday, I'm not conflicted out of this.
Your Honor, he works Monday and Tuesdays on shift, but
Well, what is it? Officer, when can you be back then?
Can I check my phone?
Yes.
I can be here, Thursday or Friday.
And are you available Thursday or Friday?
Any day, ma'am.
And are you all available Thursday or Friday?
yes, Judge. We won't be driving over from Austin, but we're more than happy to come here in the morning, just in case there's any delays during the day.
Thank you.
The ideal setting for me of those 2 days is Thursday. I have no settings on that day. I had
Ms.
4
Ferguson,
today.
Thursday or Friday?
I can do Thursdays when we have lunch.
All right.
He said he doesn't have any settings he needs to be here
Huh.
on Thursday.
And what
Yeah,
are we
that's
doing? What time?
We can do whatever time in the morning if you want, and you can do in the afternoon.
No, let's not do it in the afternoon. Let's do it at 10:30. Everyone needs to be here at 10:30 a.m. Is that doable? I know you all are coming from Austin.
Yes. 10:30 is perfect. That's
Hopefully that avoids Austin traffic, which there always is Austin traffic. So we're going to
Yes, Your
start
Honor.
at 10:30. And what we're going to do is we're going to start this hearing over from the very beginning, because that will make sure that you reviewed everything, Mr. Senior, okay? So it's going to be as though, for the court, it's going to be as though the testimony has not happened, and we're going to come back on Thursday, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Senior.
And this is where courtroom dynamics shift. Challenging a judge isn't inherently wrong. Attorneys must preserve objections, but tone and timing are everything. When the court believes fairness is at risk, the judge's priority becomes protecting the integrity of the process, even if it delays proceedings.
I know that from reading this, well, I don't know why the tears are here, because I will tell you this, I appreciate the tears, right? But let me just tell you, just like the song says, tears do not make flowers grow. And the problem is you haven't been stepping up to the plate and doing what you're supposed to do. Let me just tell you, you should not have custody of your children. But people are just going out here having children, have no means to financially support them. According to this, you have 3 other children, not giving them any idea of what life is all about, just procreating. And here you are, you're out here just procreating. And for the defense,
Good morning, Judge Alfonso Cabañas for Ms. Barrera.
and are you Ms. Barrera?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Barrera, did you review the motion to revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Manakita Barrera who's placed on community supervision in 2025 CR 002957W for the offense of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information, items under 5 on March 13, 2025 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Ma'am.
All right, state.
Violation of solution number 8 on or about 28th day of July 2025, where County taxes the defendant Ida Barrera failed to report a change of address to supervision officer in violation of condition number 8.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 8, the court can find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 8? Court will find violation of condition number 8 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, Judge. State is requesting that you grant this extension and revoke the defendant's supervision explicitly based on things that are contained within the course company.
All right. And defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're asking that the court follow the recommendation by probation to send Ms. Barrera to felony drug court.
All right, so, probation,
Yes, Judge.
is that what probation is recommending?
So the recommendation on the court summary is to amend for a TAP recommendation, that she go to SATIF. She remains in Bexar County until she gives birth, then participate in SATIF. Once she's medically cleared. I did look over previous information from the last MTR. This is her second MTR. She's been on probation not even a year, Judge. The last MTR, she was supposed to go to a NOS program. She wasn't accepted into NOS. She was supposed to have a felony drug court evaluation, and then return back to court. That did not happen. She was not accepted into the NOS program because my notes indicate the NOS program didn't accept her insurance.
Okay, so any objections to the court review and the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so here's the thing. Do I think you would be a good candidate for probation? No, we've tried things. But am I willing? Maybe things will change. Maybe there can be some help for you. I know that from reading this, well, I don't know why the tears are here. Because I will tell you this, I appreciate the tears, right? But let me just tell you, just like the song says, tears do not make flowers grow. And the problem is you haven't been stepping up to the plate and doing what you're supposed to do. I'm reading the court summary, and you know what it says in here? Your parents have custody of your other children due to CPS issues. No, that's what that says here.
That's what it says, but I have paper, I can get paperwork and proof from Attorney General that I have full right to custody of my kids.
You should.
And I'm the custodial parent of all three. It's just, I'm waiting on my housing.
You shouldn't.
I've been bouncing from place to place, so that's why I didn't want to.
Let me just tell you, you should not have custody of your children.
This moment is critical. The judge isn't prying into attorney-client privilege. She's protecting due process. A defendant cannot make an informed decision without reviewing the evidence against them. If the police report hasn't been shared, that could impact fairness, plea decisions, and even grounds for appeal later.
And this is what I don't understand. And I want you to internalize what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be mean, but people are just going out here having children, have no means to financially support them. According to this, you have 3 other children. So when I would do CPS cases, you know what I would tell my clients? I'm like, look, I'm going to give you a pass on your first child. Maybe you don't know, nobody told you how babies are made, right? So I'm going to give you a pass for that. But I would have clients who would be 20 years old and have 5 children. And I'm doing the math in my head. At some point, everybody knows where children are made. Do you know I had a CPS case once and they were saying, well, Stephanie, we're going to place the child with the great grandparent. I was like, well, that's going to mess things up because, I'm hoping everybody will live forever. But I'm like, that great grandparent is too old. No, not too old. On the CPS side, we have grandparents who are like 40. I actually represented somebody once. I was representing the baby. And you know how old that baby's mom was? 12. People out here just running around, having children, not giving them any idea of what life is all about, just procreating. And here you are, you're out here just procreating and you have no means to support. Oh, I'm placing my children with my grandparents because I don't want to be bouncing from place to place because I don't have a place to stay. Whose fault is that? Yours? Get a job. People always will find a place to make a baby, but they don't have a place to support their children. Now your children are with the maternal grandparents, and trust me, grandparents, guess what they want to do? They just want to be the fun grandparent. There are no rules here. I'm going to spoil my grandbabies and then send them back home to you. But they can't because you're not doing anything.
I've actually been waiting on my housing.
Now, here's the thing. You're waiting on housing. Guess what? You're not providing that housing. The government is providing housing, which means taxpayers are providing housing. And I got news for you. There's a government shutdown. And I don't know why you would choose to get pregnant, because people know how babies are made, when you don't have your life together and you don't even have your 3 children with you. Now you're crying before me because you don't want to go to the state jail facility. And let me just tell you, I would send you for 2 years, right? And you know what would end up happening? You would be at the state jail facility. And when your baby was born, somebody would be right there to pick up your baby. Somebody in the form of the state child protective services. And either it would be placed with your maternal grandparents, but your mom may say, you know what? I can't take any more children. And then you know what ends up happening? Then your siblings are separated. Because somebody will adopt your baby. Your attorney will tell you, guess what? It's always easy to get a newborn baby adopted, because you know why? People are looking to adopt children. Guess what they figure? There isn't too much damage that a parent could have done to this child unless they were using drugs. Why? While they were carrying the child, they are ready to go and take that baby. And you know, on the CPS side, when you place children with foster parents, they're just supposed to foster. We're going to be here. We're a stopgap for the parent. The parent's going to get their life together. But you know what really happens? Foster parents fall in love with the children. Next thing you know, they're hiring an attorney, and that attorney is filing motions so that they can adopt your child and your rights can be terminated. And then that's how you have a bunch of people walking around on the planet, don't even know they're related, because people like you are just procreating. And then you come before me crying because you haven't done what you're supposed to do. So I'm going to give you a choice. Do I think you will be successful on this probation? Absolutely not. But, you know, I can be proved wrong. I don't have a crystal ball. I can send you, let you do your two years at the state jail facility now, or you're going to stay at the jail till you're ready to be transferred to inpatient treatment or felony drug court. And I can tell you, felony drug court, they have said that they're down a probation officer, so they can't take as many people or accept as many people as they normally would. So that's where we are. But suffice it to say, you're not going to be with your child. So either you're not going to be with your child because you're going into the state jail facility for 2 years, or either you're not going to be with your child because you're going to be in inpatient treatment. And with your child, if your grandparents don't pick up your child from the prison of the Bexar County Jail, Child Protective Services, they're going to be called anyway. They're going to do an investigation to see if it's appropriate for your child to go with your maternal grandparents. And if they say no, then CPS will have custody of your child. And I see in here where your mother don't even know where you are. Spoke to mom who stated she hasn't seen her daughter, but I'll tell her to call probation if she finds her. So instead of you helping your mother with your children, you're just out here procreating. So which do you prefer? 2 years in the state jail facility, or either you're going to remain in the state jail facility, remain here at the Bexar County Jail till you're transferred to somebody's inpatient treatment or felony drug court. Which do you prefer?
I would like to try to get rehab or drug court now.
All right, the court is going to deny the motion, alternate amend conditions. She's to remain in custody for a transfer to felony drug court. We're going to do an updated TAP. And regardless of what the TAP says, it's going to be inpatient treatment. And once she's released, there's going to be field visits until further notice. Is there anything else?
Not from defense counsel, Judge.
All right, we can go off the record. So do not come to me. If you're back here again for this, don't come because you're wasting your tears, not helping flowers grow. You understand? All right. If you graduate from felony drug court, I'll come to your graduation.
Can I say something?
Sure.
The only thing is I waited 9 weeks before I was notified that the rehab nurse had rejected me. I do have Medicaid. I'm not understanding why they rejected my Medicaid. And I wasn't told, they never called me out. I barely got my court date 2 weeks ago to reappear for interview. If I wouldn't, I kept asking and asking what the situation was with my case, and they wouldn't tell me.
Let me ask you this. All of your trying, you were successful in finding time to find some guy and have a baby, become pregnant. You're able to do that, but you were not able to be present for your field visits. You're not available to report to probation because they couldn't find you. You're able to do all of that.
I was reporting on this came thirty of my UA. I wouldn't show up for my report dates.
No, they tried to find you. They could not.
That's where the end just found.
So,
I was kicked out from where I was staying and my belongings had got stolen. My cell phone had got stolen. That's why I wasn't able to receive the phone call.
but here's the thing. You are able to contact someone so you can have a baby and become pregnant.
I was already pregnant
So-
by the time I got out to probation.
Mm-hmm. All right. Good luck to you.
Subscribe now and comment below. Was the judge's decision fair?